Alright, hello, this is Demon coming back for another round of Mass Effect 1. So, where we left off was, we found this last group of survivors here in between the area between Zeus Hope and the ExoGeni headquarters. So the next place we gotta run off to is ExoGeni headquarters itself. As far as we can tell, looks like we gotta go say some woman sits there and says her daughter is at the ExoGeni headquarters. Hopefully we can find her there. If not, we can sit there and see what else is going on. Maybe find out why the Geth are here. Probably find more of the Geth. Ah, you bastards. Ah. I'll say this much. I love the Mako in this just because I just love running everything over. Just like that.
Damn it! Shut down the comm!
Also, I've never figured out why that audio goes there, where you have those guys screaming like that. I don't think I've ever been able to find them. I always thought maybe they were in between, back there, wherever I was driving to. You sat there and seen like those little areas in between. I always thought maybe that's where they were located, but I never found them. Somebody probably posted a video though, if it is something you can actually find.
Doesn't matter. We're their eviction notice.
Also, this is the easiest way to kill most of these AI. Just sit there and just shoot them with the gun.
Got it.
Although, I think if there's any others, they're all hiding up top. Also, I do apologize. It seems like my allergies are acting up again. Unsure why. I'll live with it. They were bugging me all last night. Woke up. They're not nearly as bad as it was, but it still kind of sucks. And done already. Now this is where it gets tricky. Wait for it. Just reduce it all. There we go. Good job, AI. And then make this job easier. Activate the most overpowered thing again. Infinite ammo! Yeah! Alright.
I think we got him, Commander.
Oh. Yeah, I'm actually I'm pretty much anticipating playing more EU4 though. I know today is going to be the first day for Russia's campaign coming out, so it'll be
Looks like the Geth are settling in.
it'll be fun to see if that game goes any better. Because I noticed views on Great Britain aren't that high, but I figure that's because there's a lot of that. Same thing with Russia, or Poland, but we'll see.
I'm so sorry. I thought you were Geth, or one of those Baron.
You're safe now. But why were you here in the first place?
It's my own fault. Everyone else was running, and I stayed to back up data. Next thing I knew, the Geth ship latched on, and the power went out. I was trapped. I tried to get out, but the way was blocked.
We'll get you out as soon as we find out what the Geth are after.
It's not the Geth, it's the energy field they put up. They don't want anyone else getting access to the...
I'm here for the Geth. It's very important that I find out what they're after.
I don't know for certain, but I'm guessing they're here for the Thorian.
Thorian? What's that?
It's an indigenous life form. ExoGeni was studying it.
What else can you tell me? Do you know where I can find this Thorian?
I might be able to, but not with those Geth crawling around everywhere. Look, we need to get out of here, past that field.
Do you know how we can shut it down?
No, not exactly. But I think the Geth ship is powering it. I've noticed the Geth laying power cables everywhere. You could follow those cables, but there's Geth all over the place.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm just a research assistant for ExoGeni. I came here with my mother. I don't even know if she made it out alive.
She's with some others from the colony. She's safe for now.
She's alive? Oh, thank God. I thought I was the only one left. Please, Commander, just get that field down so I can see my mother again.
Tell me what you know about the Thorian.
I really don't know that much about it. I think it's some kind of plant being. I know it's very old. Thousands of years even.
Why do you think the Geth would be interested in the Thorian?
It's just a plant. I don't know why the Geth would care. ExoGeni was studying it, but I don't think they found anything special.
You stay put. I'll go open some doors.
Oh, here, take my ID. This should get you past any locked doors. Good luck with that field.
Right, start up. Yeah, I've never actually figured out why they have this little fight scene with the Varen there. I guess I kind of get it, like, the place has been overrun, but I figured Geth would have been their option for, like, a little firefight there. Just the random Varen coming out of nowhere is just surprising. Also, as we figured out, now all of a sudden we hear about the Geth going after something called a Thorian, so... Oh, this is hilarious.
No, I don't want to review protocol.
I am unable to comply. Please contact your supervisor.
Damn it! Tell me what I want or I'll blast your virtual ass into actual dust!
Please contact your supervisor for a level 4 security exemption or make an appointment with...
Stupid machine!
If there is nothing else, please step aside. There is a queue forming behind you for the use of this console.
Reminds me of, like, being at the DMV. Please contact this individual. Please provide this form to this individual. Please give us your soul. Oh, damn.
ExoGeni Corporation reminds all staff that the discharging of weapons while on company property is strictly forbidden.
Yeah,
Welcome
Superman.
back, Research Assistant Elizabeth Bainham. What can I do for you?
How do you know I'm Lisbeth?
Your access card identifies you as Elizabeth Bainham. Is there something you require, Dr. Bainham?
This is the same thing that doesn't make any sense. It's like it recognizes you as somebody else. So it's like, I got the person's social security card, the driver's license, the credit card, birth certificate. I am that person. Machine just goes, okay. I wonder why there's so many problems.
Last user attempting to access.
Fetching data. The previous user was attempting to access details on the study of subject species 37, the Thorian.
Tell me everything you told the Krogan.
I was unable to provide the previous user with any relevant data. Aside from lacking proper access, there has been no new data available on species 37. All sensors monitoring the observation post at Zeus Hope have been inactive for several cycles.
What does Zeus Hope have to do with the Thorian?
Species 37 is located within the substructure of the Zeus Hope outpost.
Tell me everything you know about the Thorian.
The Thorian is a simple plant life form that exhibits a sentient behavior uncommon with other flora. Through dispersion and the eventual inhalation of spores, it can affect and control other organisms, including humans. The Zeus Hope control group has yielded interesting results. Before sensors went offline, almost 85% of all test subjects were infected.
Are you saying ExoGeni knew its people were getting infected?
It was deemed necessary to assess the true potential of species 37.
So that's why they were acting weird.
We should contact Joker.
Joker! Come in, Joker! Damn it! That field's blocking us.
We need to drop that field and get back to Zeus Hope.
VI, what can you tell me about the Geth ship and the field it's generating?
I have limited data on the Geth. They have effectively blocked all sensors within the facility. I have detected unusual power fluctuations, but am unable to determine the source.
So we can kind of delve in a little bit deeper. So the only thing I would see important is don't care about the Geth, don't care about ExoGeni. We could learn more about
the
Thorian.
Thorian.
Species 37 was discovered several weeks ago when a small team was infected with spores while examining ruins near the Zeus Hope outpost. The outpost was quarantined immediately, and study of the infection began. Within 21 days, 58% of colonists exhibited altered behavior. Within 28 days, 85%.
What's the size of this thing?
The Thorian appears to be a diffused creature. Its cognitive abilities are centered in large nerve bundles, but it receives data from kilometers of meandering tendrils. We have discovered bundles approximately 1 meter in diameter, but these seem insufficient to coordinate the massive sensory potential it possesses. It may simply process such stimulation slowly, or perhaps there is a nerve cluster of a greater magnitude we have not yet encountered.
Ooh.
Is it intelligent? Can I reason with it?
The Thorian does not exhibit the focused behavior of a predator. The release of spores is an act of survival, not aggression. It does trigger advanced behaviors in the humans it enslaves, but we have yet to discover whether it recognizes or is capable of recognizing humans as more than tools. It is sufficiently alien as to defy classification at this time.
Is it intelligent? Can I reason?
Throw him on.
It is sufficiently alien as to defy classification at this time.
Please access my personal files.
Elizabeth Bainham, Research Assistant, Biomedical Division, Security Level 4 exemption. You are currently under probation due to disagreements with management over established company policy. These sanctions may be lifted if your next evaluation is more agreeable.
Ooh.
What triggered the probation?
You were marked as combative about the operations of the Zoo's Hope project, specifically regarding the handling of the infected colonists. As a result, you were tasked with monitoring the safety of the colonists for the duration of the observation.
That's enough for now.
Going to standby mode.
So, what we learn is Elizabeth was somewhat lying to us. She didn't know anything about the Thorian, yet magically enough, that VI says to her and says she does. Interesting. Although, it's really hard to hold the surprise back. As I said, I don't really want to spoil too much. That way, if somebody's new watching this, they kind of get an idea.
Anchored their ship to the building with these claws.
The Geth certainly aren't subtle. How do we cut the power if it's coming from the ship?
Maybe we can swat it off. One of these claws has to have a weak spot.
Ah, crap, I just remembered that. I gotta remember how to do that.
What is this place? Almost looks like the Geth built themselves some kind of church.
Hey, if they're looking for God, I'd be happy to speed them on their way.
Can't do that. Sacrilege. He's kill. Oh, I love this rifle. It's overpowered as hell. Son of a bitch. Whoa. That. Now we're gonna go up this way, because if I do remember correctly, this is where we gotta go to get the one guy's objective, the extra side mission we picked up from him. So for whatever reason that I don't understand, is his terminal's all the way up in this area, yet this doesn't feel like an office up here. Alright, do shield boost. He's dead, but he's back further. Got it. Good. Now we got his stuff. I'm not really too worried about decrypting anything. At this point, I think well, I guess we could see if I get armor. It's really the only thing I'd be looking for is armor. Yeah. Off pistol, nah. I'm always looking for better armor. It's the only bad thing with this game. It's just you're always trying to look for something that's better than the rest of it, but I don't know why the hell Caden's health is so glitchy. Like, ever since I started this, his health has glitched the hell out so much. Like, before it was just a complete black bar, then it was half. Now it's like at 20% of what it should be. I don't know if it's just glitched out and he actually does have full health, or that's actually the amount of health they're giving him. Got it. Ooh, we did find new heavy armor for humans. Survivor armor. I'll take that. Let's see. Crap. Oh. Hate this. Stupid. I wish there was just a way where you could just say, I wish they would have did it where you didn't just have to do just reduce, reduce. I think if they would have been smart about it, they probably could have made it to where you could just click on all these and just have them all reduce, but there isn't. Alright, so where were we at on that armor? In comparison to my armor, it's only really a difference of 15 in terms of damage protection. I probably could get the upgrades thrown into them, but I think I'll just give it to Williams if she needs it. No. Alright, that works.
Over there!
Crap. Let's see, pistol, pistol, pistol. Do shield boost real quick, just in case. I will say this much, the assault rifle does put more rounds down range usually, but usually you want to use is the pistol. Pistol has a much higher damage per shot if you can get hits on people. I don't know why they made it that way, it's just the way it is.
Same as before. We don't have the ordnance to blow this claw. Let's keep looking.
Let me see if I can get... There it is. What the hell? No scope. Wow, my gun didn't even go off. That's funny. Didn't even know it was still a thing. You're down. Crap. They said there's points in the game where the sniper actually does come in handy to use. This is one of them. If you play it smart, you can pretty much kill all these AI. Shield boost. I don't get why that. I don't know why the gun doesn't make any noise sometimes. That's weird.
What do you make of this, Commander? Looks like a containment lab.
Whatever. We just need to find a way to break even one claw, and that ship is out of here.
We'll mess with those in a bit. Okay, if I remember right, the math says 31 to 34. Yeah, that's right, that math doesn't work. There we go. Although I've never figured out this situation where just destroying one claw makes the rest of it fall off. You would make the assumption they have some type of failsafe in place so that it's just not one thing goes and all of a sudden the rest of it goes. Because it's kind of weird that it's that easy.
The door out will be open now. We can head back and deal with this thorium thing. Well, that got the job done.
Damn. I'd like to have seen the face on their pilot when that thing toppled.
I repeat, Normandy to shore party. Are you reading? Anyone there? Normandy to shore party. Come on, Commander. Talk to me.
Is that you, Joker? What's going on over there?
We're in lockdown here, Commander. Something happened to the colonists. They're banging on the hull, trying to claw their way inside the ship. They're freaking out.
They can't do any real damage. We're on our way back. Just hold your position.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll just wait right here for you, Commander.
This place will be crawling with Geth in a minute. Keep together and we'll get out of here in one piece.
Alright. So the real question is going to be is, do I bother doing all these decryptions? Not really. We'll see if that's any good. Another... Ooh. Oh wait, that's the armor. Okay, let's see, is that armor any better than what I got already? Yeah, I definitely got to go through the process of selling a lot of this crap. Damage is worse. Yeah, I'll wear it. It's not bad. Let's see, what was I gonna do? That's right, I have to go through this. I gotta get rid of some of this stuff. I guess we'll get rid of all the 7s and we'll just keep 8s. Even some of the slightly better guns. We'll keep that one. We'll keep those ones. Those ones are the good ones. Although I think I might have deleted one of them if they were a pistol. Small chance, small chance. I just need to clear out some space. Also, before I forget... No, I actually don't have that. That sucks. Incendiary explosions. Ooh, and you get a second one, that's nice. So I get medical, kinetic, shield recovery, mobile accuracy. Which one do I currently have? So that's a shield. Okay, I can live with that, that's good boosters. That's even more shields than what I had. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna bother with that. There's a lot of things I could decrypt, but there's no real reason to. All it's gonna tell us is things that really don't matter to me. So I'll probably go, oh, but there's important information on one of those. Yeah, but I don't think anybody really cares enough. Especially me. It's usually just a little bit of extra written stuff that you can read on it. But, let's see. We gotta go this way, that's right.
There you are. We should get out of here. I don't think this place is safe.
I need some answers. You knew more about the Thorian than you let on.
I was afraid. I wanted to stop the tests, but they threatened me. Told me I'd be next. When the Geth attacked, I stayed behind to send a message to Colonial Affairs. I tried to tell them where to find the Thorian, but the power cut before I could send the message. I never meant for this to happen.
You did what you could. I'll help them if you can tell me where to find the Thorian.
The Thorian is underneath Zoo's Hope, but the entrance is blocked. The colonists covered it with the freighter just before the Geth attacked.
But why are the Geth after the Thorian? What could Saren want with it?
Well, it does have unique mind control capabilities. That's what ExoGeni was interested in.
Normandy to shore party, come in.
What is it, Joker?
We're getting a lot of Geth comm chatter. Looks like they're headed your way.
Good.
Thanks for the heads up, Joker. You heard the man. Let's move out.
I'm coming with you. I might be able to help. Undo the mess I helped create.
Alright, so basically all this tells us is the fact that ExoGeni, just like most modern corporations, suffers from one major factor. They see something and they want to test it, even if it means some people might die. Always fun. Not saying any modern companies in our time would do that, but you never know. Also, they never do explain where the hell she goes, because it's just like, oh yeah, Elizabeth is coming with you now. It's just like, well, why ain't she a follower? It's like, oh yeah, she's here. So she's just inside the Mako at the moment? They don't show her, she never talks. It's always, I've always wondered that. Screw you! Can't remember, is there anybody else down here I gotta shoot? No. Oh, yes. Yeah, I've actually been enjoying all these recordings and stuff. This has been more relaxing than me playing anything else. I kind of want to go back and start playing Fallout 76. Oh, that's Liz's mom.
What was that?
This is Juliana Bainham of Feros Colony. Please help us.
That's my mom! Stop! Stop the rover!
I've always been really curious as to what happens if you don't follow Elizabeth, because you theoretically don't have to. You could literally just continue on to the colony. And I've always wondered, if you don't go, what happens to this place? Like, do they both get killed? What goes on?
You can't do this, John.
Everyone shut up! Let me think.
What's going on?
You won't get away with this.
Get her out of here!
Get away from her, you son of a bitch!
Lisbeth!
Damn it! Come out where I can see you! All of you! Shepard. Damn it. I knew it was too much to hope that Geth would kill you. I found some interesting facts about you in the ExoGeni database. I know what happened on Akuz. This doesn't have to end like that.
We can talk this out. Nobody needs to get hurt.
You don't understand. It's not that easy. Communications are back up. ExoGeni wants this place purged.
This is a human colony, Jong. You can't just repurpose us.
It's not just you. There's something here far more valuable than a few colonists.
You're after the one unique thing Feros has, the Thorian.
The what?
It's a telepathic life form living under Zoo's hope. It's taking control of the colonists there. ExoGeni knew all along.
You won't get away with this, John.
So you keep saying, but nobody's gonna miss a few colonists.
Wow, that's a horrible thing to say. Alright, so usually what I always say is, this game requires 2 playthroughs if you play it the way I play it. Which is you do Feros second because you try to help the colonists. What ends up happening is if you played up to this point, and you haven't really done too many side missions or anything and gotten your level up, if your persuasion skill isn't all the way up for Paragon, what ends up happening is this isn't unlocked. This actually requires a second playthrough if you do this mission second. It really does suck. So it kind of forces you to do Liara's mission, the Novari mission, and then I think you might be able to get it done. Well, actually, no, you have this, and then there's a third mission that's going to pop up, and then you do this fourth. It might let you do this. I don't know. It's been a very long time since I've tested it. I haven't been wanting to. I'd always do this one second, so whenever I say I play Mass Effect 1, it requires 2 playthroughs, it's because of this little thing right here. So, as a result, all these ones actually end up in this gentleman's death, saying, I'm ending this now. You kill him, you kill him, you kill him. This one I don't know if you actually do kill him or not. I don't know if it's just a threat or not, but I know with this one, this is the only way to keep this guy alive.
Can't you see the inherent potential in this colony? Think of the promotional opportunities.
Opportunities? What the hell are you talking about?
Movie rights and tourism. Yeah, give Hollywood access to it.
They recovered from an alien attack on a frontier world. Add that to your company profile.
Well, yeah. No one's ever gone broke playing the champion of humanity card.
Sadly, you'd probably make a killing. But if it will let us get back to our lives, I'm for it.
It just might work. Wait, no, but the infected colonists will throw a bit of a wrench in that plan. No, they need to disappear.
You can't just kill the colonists. It's not their fault.
If you kill only the Thorian, it might be enough to stop the infection. Maybe.
It's worth a try, but I don't know if I can avoid harming the colonists.
There has to be another way.
Maybe there is. Come and talk to me before you leave, Commander.
Just make sure there's no evidence when you're done.
Make sure there's no evidence, Jesus.
I'm glad you decided to help us. I think there's a way to avoid killing the colonists.
What'd you have in mind?
I think you could safely use a nerve agent to neutralize the colonists.
Like a gas grenade.
Sounds good. I'll do what I can.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Commander.
We'll stay out of your way.
I don't remember if it glitches. No, thank God I did it though. There's one issue I do have with this game that I think is really dumb, is if you're like me and you replay it and you have too many things of equipment in here, this doesn't auto-equip into your equipment. You have to take it. So the anti-thorium gas grenade, if you don't have it still, let's say like this is your first playthrough, or you happen to delete it on your last playthrough just to clear up some space, what this ends up doing is making this worthless. Which really really sucks. There is a way to do it without the grenades, it's just a little bit more difficult.
Any luck finding my workstation out in the ruins?
I managed to find the data and transfer it to your OSD.
That's very good news indeed. Thank you.
I was there anyway. It was the least I could do.
Well, I appreciate it. Here, you've certainly earned this. Thanks again, Commander.
But as I was saying, it makes it a lot more difficult because basically what you're forced to do is, instead of using grenades, the only other choice you have is to use melee. So basically you have to run up to all the colonists. I think there's about 13 or 14 of them, maybe a little bit more, where you basically got to run up to them and melee them. The other problem you have with this game, which I've had before, is I think if you accidentally shoot one colonist, I don't remember if your companions and your squad, I don't know if they suddenly start shooting them as well. I don't know if that's a thing or not. I kept thinking I'd done it one time, accidentally shot a colonist when I was shooting another thing, and all of a sudden, what the hell did I just hit? That was weird. And then they suddenly start shooting them. It really sucks when they do that, because all of a sudden now you're forcing yourself to move even faster to try to save their lives too. You basically try to keep the squad members as far away from it as possible. That way you can get it done.
What is that? There's no way that's human, infection or not.
No hitting the colonists, even if the Thorian makes them fire on us. That's what the gas grenades are for.
You got it, Commander. Let's do this.
Yeah, my other problem with this is they do okay, so it is 16. Is they never do explain the fact that the Thorian releases spores, correct? Where all of a sudden they're going to, like, it infects the colonists, and all of a sudden and then they become like thralls of it, right? But they never explain the fact that you actually go to this place, and as a result, you actually have a part to play where the spores actually have a chance of infecting you. But they never explain how it works if you would get infected. I was wondering if maybe they were thinking about adding something to it, or if so for these guys, I'm just gonna melee them. It's a lot easier. Again, you got to be careful because the melees in this game are a little weird. You can hit people, but sometimes the game will register as a gunshot instead of a melee hit. Mainly because there's no official melee button. The melee button is pretty much left click with the gun, so the gun's gonna basically fire most of the time. Because I was wondering if they would ever remaster this game or remake it or something like a lot of the other games have been getting. If they would expand on that, because I think it'd be fun to sit there and see what would happen if your character got infected theoretically by a Thorian. And it's like you and your guys have to go through the process of trying to kill it, but make it more, you know, a little bit crazier. Good, they're gone. Them I don't really want to melee too much. There's also a point when I get a little bit further along where you can melee the colonists. The only problem is that the game kind of gets them killed anyway, because of where they may or may not land.
They're all over the Borealis. Let's move one of the cargo blocks and see what calls out.
She's out. Good. Good, more grenades, that's very useful. Okay, nobody died there. Okay. See, the big problem I have with this is that, you see where this guy lands? Sometimes the AI can go through the railings. If they go through those railings and land on the outside borders of the map, that does get them killed. I've had that happen once or twice, so there's a chance you can kill a colonist when you do that. It is frustrating as hell, but there's nothing you can really do about it. Oh, I think I just hit him with did.
There's the crane. Can you make sense of the controls, Commander?
Incoming!
Barrel bomb. Final colonist. They're all out. Good. Alright. So what I'll go ahead and do, since the colonists are all dead, well, not dead, but knocked out theoretically, we're going to go ahead and re-equip this for my hand grenades. Which I do really miss the grenades they put in this game. I like the disc throwing ones. It made them really useful.
I tried to fight it, but it gets in your head. You can't imagine the pain. I was supposed to be their leader. These people trusted me. It wants me to stop you, but I won't. I won't!